Hello?
Welcome to Cry School.
Cool.
Follow me.
Your future is coming for you. But don't worry, we'll get you ready.
Woo!
My name is Sarah Baldwin. I'm the instructor of Fine Arts and Art History at Cry School, and this is my third year at the school. We look at painting, pottery, we work with graphite, 2D design, 3D design, and just recently we're getting into more digital photography and graphic design. One of the best gifts this program has ever received is the gift of this space, the Kennedy Herderick Art Studio. It's a beautiful space to be able to work in. In addition to the gallery space in the art studio, we have 2 other galleries on campus that provide students with the opportunity to exhibit their own creations to the Cry School community. Art education is so important, especially at an all-boys boarding school, because it teaches boys that they are allowed to be creative and expressive individuals, and most importantly, it allows them to simply be themselves and to have fun while doing so. Really, creating art is about visualizing the things that we can't see, like our feelings and thoughts. And so I think by studying art, it allows our students to become better communicators and fit for communicating in a society that is now more geared towards the visual.
So hi, my name is Ron Ramsey. This is my 5th year at Cry School, and I am the director of the outdoor program. The outdoor program here at Cry School includes lots of activities: cross-country mountain biking, rock climbing, bouldering, whitewater kayaking, backpacking, hiking, adventure racing. We take advantage of our mountains, and we take advantage of the interests of the students and the faculty that are involved. Cry School sits on 500 acres of mixed hardwood and pine and 7 miles of trail and a lake that allows our students to on campus get out and recreate on a regular basis, and is the foundational instructional area for our outdoor program. We live in an amazing place that allows our students the opportunity to get off campus and to get away. Within 30 minutes we're catching fish, or we're taking our bikes off a trailer and in some of the best mountain biking terrain in the southeast. I think something our students benefit from here at Cry School and beyond is an authentic opportunity to experience something with other people, find a passion that stays with them for the rest of their life. We're real thoughtful and intentional about creating those opportunities and empowering our students to lead. I think the essence of our outdoor program is a quotation from William Blake, where it says that great things are done when men and mountains meet. And I think that sums up our school and our outdoor program at the same time.
Hi, my name is Brooke DePelto, and I'm the Dean of Academics and Curriculum at Cry School. Christ School is a small school. We only have 290 students, and that's great because when a school is small, when you have a school of our size, you're gonna sit in the front of the classroom because there really is no back of the classroom. We see our students as individuals. We don't see them as a collective group. They're not a mass, they are people. They're individuals with hopes and dreams and goals, and our faculty see them for who they are, and they work with them to move them forward. We really believe in customizing a student's schedule to meet his needs. So if you're passionate about science, we have all the science classes you could dream of taking. If your strength is math, we offer 4 years of college math at the high school level. If you're passionate about language, you can double up in language. You can study Spanish and Arabic. You can study Arabic and Mandarin. You don't get to be a number, you get to be you. And as you get to choose the classes that best meet your ability and your needs and your desires. Research tells us that boys learn differently, and it's true. Boys are more active learners. In our Learning Resources program here at Christ School, we have different avenues to help our students. We have teachers who work with them to teach compensatory strategies. That program is really individualized, but it's within a class. We also have a writing center where students can receive one-on-one support with their written work. So we're working to augment our students' skills so that they can be the best students they can be here at Christ School. We try to use a variety of testing mechanisms. So students will take standardized tests, they'll take classroom exams, classroom assessments, but they'll also do project-based learning where they have to work in groups, where they have to be thoughtful and deliberate in creating and designing a project. We're really immersed in our community and we're immersed in our surroundings. Education doesn't just happen inside the walls of a classroom. There are opportunities everywhere, every day to learn and to grow. One of the really great things about an independent school is that you get to see your teachers in different lights. You see them as your teacher, you see them as your coach, you see them as your dorm parent, and so you build these multi-dimensional relationships in which you actually get to see your teachers as real people. Our teachers care about our boys, they care about them, and I'm gonna come back to this again and again, because at the end of the day, we're all working towards the same goal, and that goal is to educate and prepare our boys for college.
My name is Isaac Rankin. I'm the Director of Residential Life at Christ School. This is my 7th year here, and I oversee the leadership program. One of my favorite things about Christ School is the tremendous opportunity students have to lead in so many ways. We rely on our seniors to be senior leaders. That means dorm proctors and prefects, overseeing the chapel program, overseeing the honor council, overseeing job in the morning. At the same time, you don't have to be a senior to lead at Christ School. If you want an opportunity to step up and lead, you'll have that opportunity here at Christ School, and you'll have the support from the faculty, staff, and administration to lead in the area where you are passionate. We have the Life Skills program, and the Life Skills program creates opportunities for students to be exposed to topics and subjects they might not otherwise receive in the classroom. For seniors, we focus on financial skills after they are done. For a number of grades, we focus on social media and technology education to try and build healthy habits in that area. At the same time, we talk about relationships. We talk about things that prepare our students to interact outside of a boys' school setting and outside of a boarding school setting. Another aspect of the leadership program that's important is getting off campus. We have an incredibly strong community service program here, but I would argue that it's not a community service program. It's a servant leadership program in which service is a vehicle for developing leaders. It's not just about doing community service. It's about serving and leading and learning. I think one of the most important gifts that we offer our students at Christ School as leaders is the ability to learn and to fail. Being challenged as leaders in the classroom, on the athletic field, and in the dorm for a 16, 17, 18-year-old boy, they're not always going to get it right. And so when that takes place, you have an opportunity to learn and grow together, and for everyone to have a stake and to take ownership in the school and the community around them.
Hi there, and welcome to the Christ School Broadcast Network. I'm George Janvier, and tonight we'll be showing you the varsity basketball matchup between the Christ School Greenies and the Asheville School Blues. This is one of the oldest rivalries in all of North Carolina prep school history, and it's sure to be an exciting one. Big storylines for the Greenies are, so far this year, senior point guard Kojak Thompson has been absolutely going off, along with senior shooters in the wing Brad Halverson and Trey Austin. And also the new emergence of young big man Gabe Witznitzer and the return of superstar center Justice Ajobo. This should be a really exciting matchup. As for the Blues, they have a really experienced team, starting with senior captain Titus Morrison. It's going to be a really good one tonight, and definitely want to stay tuned for this one. All right, I'll be back to you for the start of tip-off. And I'm joined with Wesley Thomas for the Greenies starting lineups. Thank you for being here, Wesley.
Anytime.
First up for the Christ School Greenies in the starting lineup is number 1 senior Trey Austin.
Trigger Trey.
Number 4 Kojak Thompson.
Great ball hitter.
Number 11 Brad Halverson.
Great shooter.
Number 22 Deontay the Prospect Green.
Facts.
Number 33 Gabe Witznitzer.
The biggest man on the team.
Absolutely. That's the Greenies starting 5. Definitely a very interesting mix of personalities and talents in that team, but it's very effective nonetheless. Coming out for the Blues, they have a significant size advantage against the Greenies, but after seeing them shooting warm-ups, I wouldn't doubt them. Now, Wesley, do you have any bold predictions for the game?
I'm just going to go with the easy take. Christ School wins.
That's not really a bold prediction now, is it, Wesley?
No.
Absolutely. Well, Witznitzer will be tipping off for the Greenies.
Has a full head taller than the guy going against him. Easily won.
And the Greenies win the tip as Thompson will bring the ball up the court. And a quick pass out to Austin on the wing. Gives it to Witznitzer in the corner. Back up to Thompson with a nice no-look pass to Austin, who fires for 3. It will not go, but a rebound by Green and put back for the first points of the game. And the Blues push it quickly in transition. The Blues work around the perimeter trying to find a good look. A deep 3 for Asheville School.
Brick.
It will not fall, but they'll get the offensive rebound. And they reset the offense. There's a bit of high pick and roll action. The Blues drive the paint.
Lost it.
It will be off the Blues, and that will be the Greenies' ball. No Wesley, what did you say about that possession?
I mean, great offensive rebound by the Blues, but just great all-around great defense by Christ School.
Absolutely. Kojak Thompson has eyes in the back of his head. Absolutely electric, like a Boston Celtics rondo out there. Except he can score.
This is true. Feed the big man.
Witznitzer gets tripled down in the post. Thompson drives in and can't find a man. It'll be a turnover. And a 3-pointer for the Blues will not fall. Rebound by Halverson. It'll be a travel against the Greenies. Indeed. So far, a very fast-paced game to begin with.
A lot of fast breaks.
The Blues will back Austin down the post and will not get it. A good rebound by Green, who gives up to Halverson in the fast break with a nice, tough layup. That'll be a 4-0 Greenies lead.
A lot of fast breaks this game.
The Blues work around the perimeter. Almost a steal there by Halverson. Blues taking some time off the clock, trying to find a good look. A tough take by the Blues will go. That was their first points of the game. Green will not get it, but a really tough rebound by Witznitzer, who will get fouled.
That was a tough rebound. Coming from the opposite box, going over to get the rebound.
Absolutely. Deontay Green, a very lanky prospect. Very young in his Christ School career. Still has a lot of time left here, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
Freshman gang.
As Witznitzer will take it to the line. He's been fairly consistent as far as big man go from the charity stripe. As he'll make the first one. Witznitzer recently picked up a vigilant offer from Texas Christian University. The first of many, I'm sure. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. And Titus Morrison will work it up top. He couldn't find the look he liked. The Greenies will not get the baseline jumper to go as Thompson is on the fast break.
No.
Tries a flashy layup, will not get it. And the Blues will gather the rebound.
A lot of movement around the arc for the Blues tonight.
Absolutely not what you want to see too much from a high school basketball team, as you want to shoot close to the rim as possible. A nice step back there by Titus Morrison will not fall. Rebound by Halverson. Halverson pulls it from deep, and he will swish it. Halverson, of course, has that Steph Curry range and threat from just about anywhere beyond half court. A three from the Blues will bank it in.
The bank is open tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Blues with a fair size advantage will probably, in a turnover by Witznitzer, the Blues push in transition with a alley-oop layup, probably
the only highlight from the Blues tonight that just occurred.
So far, yeah. Well, so far in this game, it's been fairly closely contested with the Greenies jumping out to a quick early lead, but the Blues slowly crawling their way back. And it's really interesting to see how Thompson can run the offense.
It is. He's very fast and quick, which is exactly what you want from a point guard.
Absolutely.
Also, an amazing passer. Really electrifies the team, too.
Yeah, and if I was Christ School, they have a clear size advantage, with Snitzer and Ajobo and Deontay Green going up against some of those smaller Asheville School big men. So you're going to want to try to expose as much as possible. And speaking of Ajobo, he will check into the game. He's an absolute dunk/block machine. Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Coming back from his injury on his leg, he's really been a key player for the Greenies.
And Austin with the mid-range pulp will not get it. A good rebound by Asheville School. And the Blues will spread around the perimeter. And a huge rejection by Deontay Green. And a hard hit.
A hard rebound, too. Ooh.
And it'll be a foul on Asheville School. Good job of the Greenies by securing that rebound, then drawing the foul.
This is true.
Seems that every game we see Deontay Green more and more come into his own. He's really come a very long way. And Ajobo will not get it. It appears he is going for the dunk. Step back three for the Blues will fall. That is their first lead of the game. Green with a shot from the free throw line is good. And the Greenies retake the lead.
Ooh. A push foul on Asheville School. Greenies get the ball under their own goal.
Well, I didn't really catch that one, but really good break for the Greenies as they just established their new lead. They hope that they can add on to it. And the Blues will push in transition. The ball is mishandled, and that will be a turnover.
Number 0, Drew Redmond, has checked in for Christ School as well.
Drew Redmond, absolutely lethal from mid-range. He's been developing a while, played multiple sports at Christ School, including track and football, but it appears that he's found his footing in basketball.
He's very good at both of those other sports, too.
A great pass by Redmond and a nice tough bucket by Deontay Green.
Feed the big man.
The Greenies and the Blues will use multiple pick and rolls trying to get a good look. It appears that there's a foul on Redmond. That was his first foul of the game. And now Witznitzer will check back in the game, so it reveals the rare double big man lineup. Interesting to see how they'll operate. And a corner three for Asheville School will be good, and that will tie the game back up.
They're starting to heat up from outside the arc, George.
Absolutely. Kind of scary if you're a Christ School fan. Witznitzer with a tough take through will be fouled. You know, if you're Asheville School, the last thing you want to see is your big guys get in foul trouble, especially with the already obvious height disadvantage. And while they're doing a solid job of stopping them down low, you do want to still stay out of foul trouble. And Witznitzer will not make the first free throw. And he'll go 1 from 2 for the line to retake the lead for the Greenies. And a steal by Ajobo, showing off that length. Austin takes it for himself with a nice fast break bucket.
A little Euro step.
Trey, the Eagle Scout, Austin. He's a senior captain on this Christ School basketball team and is presently missed next year as Thompson dribbles it in transition. My goodness, he is fast.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And the layup will not go.
Ooh, another steal by Justice.
And the Greens have a crafty layup by Thompson in the fast break to move the Greens lead to 5.
He really knows what to do with the ball, especially as a layup, being a smaller guy going against big men.
Absolutely. He's really great at using that left hand. And we're back here from the Green Donor. Wesley, what are your takeaways from the game so far?
Asheville School starting to heat up from beyond the three-point arc, which is, I think, their game plan from the start, seeing that the clear height advantage Christ School has down low for the big men. What do you see, George?
Absolutely. Well, I think Christ School is doing a really good job of pushing it in transition. Ajobo is showing off his defensive length. It's certainly going to be a toughly contested one. Asheville School hanging in there against a pretty overmatched opponent. It's going to be exciting to watch. And after the timeout, the Blues drew it back up. Seems that so far their game plan is looking for perimeter shots. And they've been pretty solid from the outside so far. So they'll work it down to the paint. And the tough layup almost falls against 2 6'10" opponents.
Tough pass.
And it'll be a transition turnover for the Greenies as Asheville School will look for the open perimeter shot. And a mid-range pull-up right at the free throw line will be no good as Redmond will come up with the ball. And some tough defense there from the Blues.
Finally a foul.
Very lucky of the Greens to escape from that one with a foul. They were playing some very tight defense, very good defense from number 14 for the Blues. And Redmond will move beyond half court. And a high pick and roll for Ajobo. As wide open mid-range will be no good for Redmond. And Asheville School trying to get some high pick and roll action going.
Yep. trying to get those mismatches outside the arc.
And a step back three will be no good for the Blues. And that is the end of the first quarter with Christ School holding a 5-point lead. We'll be back to the start of the second. And to start the second quarter, the Blues will run down the ball. They are immediately picked up at half court by Drew Redmond. They'll drive into the paint. Can't get anything going. Some good defense by Redmond. And it'll be out. Greenies ball. Redmond shows a lot of improvement on the defensive end, forcing several key turnovers. As Snitzer will get fed down low in the post. He'll operate from there. He'll lose the ball, be a turnover as Titus Morrison pushes it in transition.
Deontay Green with another great block.
Some good defense by Christ School, but it'll be a foul on Gabe Snitzer.
His hands look pretty high on that one. I don't know. Did you see anything, George?
Well, personally, I wouldn't like to think it was a foul, but the refs call it, they call it, and we're commentators. We can't do anything about it. And the first free throw of the Blues will be no good. No good. And number 23 for the Blues will check back into the game. Probably their biggest player.
Gabe Wisnitzer still has a head above number 23 of the Blues.
And a take from Thompson will be no good there. The Blues will push in transition. Some nice defense there from Green, but the Blues will get the ball back. They'll poke it loose. And a contested pull-up from mid-range will be good for the Blues. That cuts the Greenies into two.
Pretty shot right there.
Now, if you're a Christ School, it's a game that they were expecting to win by a lot, but so far it's a neck and neck.
Asheville School came to play today.
And Snitzer could not hang on to the ball.
But a travel is called. Greenies ball.
And checking back into the game are Austin and Ajobo. Pretty dynamic duo right there.
You got Austin from the beyond the arc, and then you have the dunk master Justice. Yep.
Ajobo will get in the paint and will not fall. Rebound by Green, and it'll be a turnover.
4 people guarding Green under the basket right there.
Absolutely, although you have a size advantage, you don't want to force anything too hard, and it looks like they have a lot of open perimeter shooters out there. There'll be a turnover for the Blues.
Little miscommunication right there.
Absolutely. So far, a fair amount of sloppy turnovers for both teams involved. Not pretty for either coach. And Halverson will take it on the wing. Pulls up deep from 3. It will not go. And the Blues push in transition, a no-look pass there. A nice block by Ajobo.
That was almost from the free throw line, that block right there.
And Ajobo will get the ball down low. He tries to spin in. And a blocking foul will be called on the Blues. Well, that's pretty much what you have to do to stop Ajobo. You know, you either got to foul him or try and make him fumble the ball.
You can't really do anything against that guy.
Thompson will try it from 3, and he will swish it. Really impressive shot there from Thompson.
Arcing it over his defender into the basket.
Thompson can hit almost any shot from any angle. Very electric, very shifty defender and on offense. Pretty much the whole package.
Just a great point guard.
And a foul will be on Christ School. And Titus Morrison will be sent to the line for 2. Kind of a questionable foul there. Is almost a Kawhi Leonard type thing where his feet land under him, but that is a foul.
He fell kind of hard on that.
And Witznitzer will check in for Green. Over the last few days, the Greens have been experimenting with new lineups, and this might be the biggest lineup they can have on the floor.
Yes.
And Green will not get the layup to go.
Trey Austin still down on the ground after a fall.
And this is not good for Christ School fans.
No foul called. Finally gets up.
It's good to see him up and walking.
Greenies ball into the basket.
And Ajobo will get the inbounds. Halverson will try the floater. It'll be no good. Ajobo with a nice rebound will not get it to go on the putback, and the Blues will get it back. And the Blues reconfigure their offense. And a mid-range pull for the Blues will be no good, but they'll retain possession of the ball.
Same team kind of situation that just occurred.
Absolutely, you know, in a pretty competitive sport like basketball, these things are bound to happen. The important thing is another sloppy turnover for the Blues. So far, it's been a fairly clumsy game as far as ball handling is concerned, but Christ School still has the 4-point lead. And Halverson from 3 will not get it. He's usually lights out from there.
You can hear the Asheville School team yelling "shooter" as he pulls up.
As the Blues will move it around the perimeter trying to get an open look. The Blues have the defender beat. And some good defense there from Austin. Some more good defense there by Christ School, and Halverson will get the ball.
It's kind of hard to go up against Gabe Widnitzer and Justice Ajobo under the basket right there.
And the Blues will have in transition, and a powerful dunk there from the Blues. But Ajobo will have it wide up on the break, and he will get fouled.
Trying to answer with the Greenies' own dunk.
Absolutely, a big chance. Big chance there for a answer back play for back-to-back dunks, but it will send Ajobo to the line for 2. You know, it's only a matter of time until we see a powerful Ajobo slam.
Mm-hmm. And they are pretty powerful. He's a massive guy getting up there.
As the first free throw will not fall.
He's a really good Arabic student, and he helps our entire class. Very smart man.
And he'll make a second free throw. As the Blues manage to keep it within one score, try to see if they can answer back. And they have tough layup, and one will be good for the Blues. They have a chance to tie the game at the line. And they will not get the three-point play. Ajobo gets the ball down low, and he traveled. As the Blues looking to take the lead back in this game. More tightly contested than some Christ School fans would have imagined.
Including me.
And a mid-range pull for the Blues will be no good. A good rebound there for Austin. As Austin will push in transition.
Block and foul. 1-1 for the Greenies.
Absolutely. Now that Crest School's entered bonus territory, they want to try and attack the paint as much as possible to try to get some more free throws.
Some more fouls as well.
And Thompson, usually a very reliable free throw shooter on the line.
Delivers.
He will hit the first one. And Thompson will go 2 for 2 from the line. So yeah, big break for Crest School as they really needed those points.
A 3-point lead for the Greenies now.
And the Blues mid-range step-back jumper will be no good. Kind of an awkward jump shot there, but it's proven to be somewhat effective. And what Snitzer will pull it from 3, he'll not get it, as the Blues will get the nice rebound.
Another travel call on the Blues.
Absolutely. Well, so far the refs have been very much in control of this game. You know, you hate to see some ref ball being played, but I guess that's the way things are now. As Thompson slings it down court.
High pass.
Mid-range pull by Redmond will be no good. He's usually lights out from there. And a timeout will be taken by the Blues. Well, so far, Asheville School has managed to keep it very close considering the odds they're against, and I got to commend them for that one.
Me too.
And out of the timeout, the Greenies will hold on to a 3-point lead. But Asheville School's looking to attack. As a mishandled ball by Asheville School will lead to another sloppy turnover.
They're fumbling tonight a lot.
Absolutely, but both teams have had a rough time trying to find some rhythm on offense, as neither one of them has even eclipsed the 30-point mark yet. Thompson will be doubled up top. Ajobo will get it down low, and a bad pass will be a Blues turnover. And the Blues will pull it from three. Will not get it. Get the offensive rebound. Another shot from three. Good. And a good rebound there by Ajobo.
Powerful rebound right there.
And a floater there from Green be no good.
Putback.
But he gets Austin gets the tough and one putback layup. That's exactly what he brings his team. Grit, heart, and grind.
That was a great play. Missing the first try and then going right back up for the second.
Trey Austin, also a Eagle Scout, recently awarded. Certainly a leader on and off the court for this team.
That's hard to do. Get all those badges and hours.
And Deontay Green will check back in. And Austin will complete the three-point play to put the Greenies lead to 6.
About a minute left in the second quarter.
And some good defense there by Halverson. Thompson will push in transition. Austin fires open for three. And one three.
Such a rare play. Such a good shot by Trey Austin.
Austin is on fire right now as he has had 6 straight points, looking for a 7th one.
A chance for a 4-point play right now.
And Austin will get the 4-point play. And a turnover for the Blues.
Right back.
And it'll be Kreiskel's ball after a bit of fumbling.
That ball kind of danced on the line right there. It was anybody's ball.
Correction, it'll be Asheville School's ball. That's a really tough call to make if you're a ref, and there's really no right answer to that one. And after a bit of confusion for the rebound, the Greenies will get the ball back and probably try to hope for a last shot. And Thompson will use the high pick and roll. And he'll get the nice floater to put the Greenies lead to 12. Asheville School.
Not good.
We get a last second heave. But it appears that.
Is there a foul? There's a foul.
He was fouled. Appears, and this Kreiskel crowd is not like that call one bit.
Nope. He's going to have a chance to score 3 points for the Blues right here.
And the Blues will get the points. And they make the second free throw. Definitely not a good break here for Kreiskel. They'll go 2 from 3 from the line to end the first half. Kreiskel holding a 10-point lead after a big Trey Austin run. We'll be back to the start of the second.
Hello?
Welcome to Cry School.
Cool.
Follow me.
Your future is coming for you. But don't worry, we'll get you ready.
Hi, my name is Brooke DePelto, and I'm the Dean of Academics and Curriculum at Cry School. Cry School is a small school. We only have 290 students, and that's great because when a school is small, when you have a school of our size, you're gonna sit in the front of the classroom because there really is no back of the classroom. We see our students as individuals. We don't see them as a collective group. They're not a mass. They are people. They're individuals with hopes and dreams and goals, and our faculty see them for who they are, and they work with them to move them forward. We really believe in customizing a student's schedule to meet his needs. So if you're passionate about science, we have all the science classes you could dream of taking. If your strength is math, we offer 4 years of college math at the high school level. If you're passionate about language, you can double up in language. You can study Spanish and Arabic. You can study Arabic and Mandarin. You don't get to be a number. You get to be you. And as you get to choose the classes that best meet your ability and your needs and your desires. Research tells us that boys learn differently, and it's true. Boys are more active learners. In our Learning Resources program here at Cry School, we have different avenues to help our students. We have teachers who work with them to teach compensatory strategies. That program is really individualized, but it's within a class. We also have a writing center where students can receive one-on-one support with their written work. So we're working to augment our students' skills so that they can be the best students they can be here at Cry School. We try to use a variety of testing mechanisms. So students will take standardized tests, they'll take classroom exams, classroom assessments, but they'll also do project-based learning where they have to work in groups, where they have to be thoughtful and deliberate in creating and designing a project. We're really immersed in our community and we're immersed in our surroundings. Education doesn't just happen inside the walls of a classroom. There are opportunities everywhere, every day to learn and to grow. One of the really great things about an independent school is that you get to see your teachers in different lights. You see them as your teacher, you see them as your coach, you see them as your dorm parent, and so you build these multi-dimensional relationships in which you actually get to see your teachers as real people. Our teachers care about our boys, they care about them, and I'm gonna come back to this again and again, because at the end of the day, we're all working towards the same goal, and that goal is to educate and prepare our boys for college.
I'm Mary Dillon. I've been at the school since 2001. Over the years, I've been an ESL teacher, an English teacher, and I've done theater since I first came here as well. In 2001, when I interviewed, I walked into the theater and I was charmed. This is a beautiful space. It's perfect for young performers. We're really lucky to have as many boys interested in theater as we do. We have different styles of theater. You never know what it's going to be, but the guarantee is that you will be in a production that will be well attended, that will be loved and respected. You know, there's nothing like standing in front of an audience. You must be a listener. You can't perform without listening. So much of an actor's job is to react and not just act. Those are sort of old-fashioned skills that theater still teaches that I think are very valuable. Everybody looks forward to the plays. They'll go away and they will have seen somebody in a new way that they may not have expected, and that's success. I think that's probably the greatest joy that I get out of my job. I mean, of course, we laugh like fools. That's great too. But to see them discover themselves, that's what it's all about.
Hi, I'm James Euler. I teach history and I'm in charge of the 8th grade program at Christ School. This is my 16th year here. One of the best things about the 8th grade program at Christ School is that they're in a small group and they kind of become the bedrock of that class and what that class is going to mean to the institution. We try to build a community using some of the seniors that are going to embrace them as big brothers. And it gives them a benefit of learning and growing together. Boys are almost inherently competitive, and we have to kind of teach them how to be collaborative. What they get to do by being here in 8th grade is they're kind of getting, it's a springboard into high school. They're getting guidance from some of the most seasoned professionals that we have here at Christ School. They get to know each other really well. We try to do things not just inside the classroom, but we like to get them oriented into this community in this city. By the time they start 9th grade, when it really matters, they know the system, they know what's expected. And I think that gives them a big advantage compared to someone coming in at 9th grade. It becomes a great setting for all boys to thrive. Because in the end, these guys learn about love and citizenship and faith and believing in themselves and believing that they can become something greater than what they already are.
And we're back here for the start of the third quarter as the Greenies get to start with the ball. Thompson slings it past court to Austin, who'll give it to Halverson for a pull-up jump, mid-range jumper.
Great putback by Deontay Green right there.
Absolutely. And this Christ School student section is absolutely going crazy right now. as the Blues working around up top. Ooh. A nice shifty mid-range change-up layup would be good for the Blues.
Taking more inside looks now, I guess.
And the layup for Austin will be no good.
A little bit of hesitation right there from the shooter.
And the Blues will take it back in the corner. It appears that they like the ISO there as Titus Morrison will hit a 3 to cut the lead to 7.
Over the massive Gabe Wisnitzer. That's an impressive shot right there.
Absolutely. I don't know how anyone can do that. And Halverson with an open look from the corner will be no good. He's usually lights out from there. And a contested 3 for the Blues will be no good, but they get the rebound. As another good rebound for the Blues, and they'll reset their offense. Some good. They've been really great on the offensive boards tonight.
They have, especially with the size of it that Christ School has.
And it'll be an offensive foul for the Blues. Well, Christ School had a lot of momentum going into the
third foul on Asheville School's biggest player coming in at the start of the third quarter. Could be huge.
Absolutely. Definitely going to change how they approach things on defense. You know, you really don't want to see your biggest guy rack up fouls like that. As Thompson whizzes past the defender.
Oh!
And Green.
Is that a dunk? Can we count that as a dunk?
Yeah.
That's a dunk.
Will the basket count? That's a dunk.
It's a dunk.
What a dunk by Deontay Green.
Dunk and one.
But the points will not count as Green will be sent to the line for 2. Oh, they will count. They will count as Green takes the lead back up to 10. Now, I could have sworn I saw him hanging on the rim. That may have changed the shot, but I don't think the ref saw it. As the Blues will move around the perimeter, the mid-range shot will be no good. Pretty tough look as Green will push in transition, give it to Austin. A hard hit by Austin.
That was a good charge taken by the Blues right there.
Absolutely.
Smart move.
Absolutely. You can really hear the contact all the way from up here.
Yeah.
And the Blues doing whatever they can to stay in the game.
Foul on Deontay Green right there for the Greenies.
Absolutely, Greenies big man have done a pretty solid job of staying out of foul trouble, even though, as the game goes on, you start to rack up more and more.
Ooh, good defensive play by Trey Austin right there.
Absolutely, it's a shame that the Greenies didn't recover it. That was a highlight reel one. And Morrison falls to the ground, but there will be no foul in the play as the Greenies will get the rebound. And Ajobo gets it near the baseline. And Ajobo with a powerful dunk over the Blues. It was only a matter of time until it happened, and the rim's still shaking after that one.
This should jumpstart the Christ School team right here.
And the Blues will utilize multiple off-ball screens to try to get a shooter open.
Tough shot.
Yeah, over about 3 defenders, he still manages to hit it.
It was a straight shot, too.
Absolutely, one of those difficult shots you can try.
Mm-hmm.
Thompson with a nice way to split the defense. As Green
Another dunk for Christ School, this time the freshman.
Absolutely, a great feed there by Thompson, managing to split the defenders and then draw the big man off his feet. And Asheville with a nice block.
Another block for Asheville!
Osto pushing the fast break. And nice layup. This place is going crazy.
I told you, George. As soon as Justice made that dunk, I said this would be a spark for the Christ School team. And guess what? It was.
Hopefully, Ajobo is asserting his dominance on both sides of the floor, and the Greenies are rolling right now. And we are back with the Greenies holding a 14-point lead. A really big run there for Christ School with multiple highlight plays.
Tough layup right there.
Tough bucket right there for the Blues, as that'll stop the Greenies' run. Thompson with a nice layup, and he will draw the foul and get the and one.
Another tough layup. Back-to-back tough layups.
The Greenies starting to pull away from this one. The Blues got to do something quick to get this lead back. And Thompson will not get the three-point play. The Blues will push it up the court. And they'll try a three, and they'll get it.
Shot over Gabe
Well,
Whitney.
at the start of the game, they originally came out as throwing up threes, but then they changed their game plan to a more methodical, inside-oriented attack. But
smarter move.
Right. So Halverson will get the defender jumping. And a nice rebound there by Woodsnitzer to get a tough putback layup. Now, Wesley, you said that your dad was a alumni of Asheville School.
Yes, he played basketball for the Blues, was a captain his senior year, wore number 32. It's his birthday tonight, and kind of interesting to see if Christ School wins or Asheville School.
Absolutely, a household divided, definitely.
It is. My first Asheville School week here at Christ School, he packed me only blue for after school sports.
Oh, that's a don't do.
Yeah, that was tough.
As the Blues will not make the first free throw, and Redmond will check in for Halverson. The Redmonds have sort of a Christ School athletics dynasty. As impressive as Drew is, his brother Tyler was a captain of the football team and is currently playing college football right now. So, very impressive resume for the Redmonds at Christ School. Thompson will get the defender to bite again.
Nice move.
That was another very clean look for Thompson. A big block there by Justice as Redmond will push it in.
Ooh, off to the Asheville School player's foot.
And the pass will be a bit off.
That was a great block by Justice down there.
And the Blues will get the ball back after that one. But Ajobo now showing us exactly what he is capable of on the defensive end. A big block there by Asheville.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And the Blues silence the crowd.
Shoot.
Austin with the deep three. Will not go. Good rebound by Asheville. So he will lose control of the ball. And Redmond will take it on the break.
Interesting choice there. Try to get it back.
So, that's a tough angle to pass out of.
That is, especially with Asheville School's biggest player coming down on you.
Well, I do applaud his unselfishness trying to get his teammate,
Yeah.
Kojak Austin, in the action. Kojak Thompson, that is.
Great little defensive possession right there for the Greenies.
And the Blues will try to find a rhythm on offense, try to find a look they like. Appears they'll take Justice on the ISO, and he will draw the foul.
Justice's first foul of the night.
It's exactly what you want out of your big man.
Almost at the end of the third quarter.
That's great. That's great news for Christ School, as he's in no danger of having any foul trouble. And the first free throw will be no good, much to the delight of the Greenie student section. Always infamous for being one of the rowdiest. Even on a sort of an off night for them, they are still making their presence very much felt in the dome, and this place wouldn't be the same without them. But Snitzer will have it for the on. Halverson for three, and he swishes it.
That arc is just so pretty on his shot. I mean,
so Halverson's about as pure as a shooter as you could ever ask for.
Good defensive play by Halverson on the other side.
And a controversial call there by the ref, as the ball will stay with the Blues, even though it seemed as if it was dribbled off of the Blues.
Student section not liking that call at all.
And the Blues operating out of the corner. And a three-point attempt for the Blues will be no good.
Just rolled out of the basket right there. Tough luck.
Redmond will drive to the lane. Try a mid-range will be no good. That'll be the end of the third quarter with Christ School holding a 14-point lead. All they got to do is hold on now. And here for the start of the fourth quarter, the Blues will take the ball up the court. And a nice take there from Asheville School.
Good job to make the defender jump on that one by that Asheville School player.
So Asheville School has a lot of really nice moves in their arsenal, but
I think too little, too late.
as Justice will be fed in the post, a nice turnaround jumper.
Oh, and the M1.
Will be good.
What a move.
Jobo has really heat up in the third quarter, and now he tries to put the game away for the Greenies.
No, National School has a little bit of time left, 7:15. You putting them out already, George?
Whatever you say, Wesley. And Jobo will get the three-point play. Who's a drive-in? Try a tough layup, will not go. Good rebound there by Green. And the layup will be no good. The Blues trying to hurry it up on offense, get some more points up there quickly, but you don't want to force anything, especially in a game like this.
No.
And the spin footer will be no good. Rebound by Justice. A nice take there for Jobo as the defender falls on his feet. And a very tough layup attempt there for the Blues. They'll be sent to the line for two.
I'm surprised that ball even got close to the rim with three Greenies, including Justice and Deontay Green, on covering that.
Absolutely. Very brave of him to drive to the rim when you have probably more than one Division I prospect coming in the rim.
Gabe Wisnitzer replacing Justice on the lineup, and Kojak Thompson replacing Drew Redmond.
The Greenies rolling back to their starting lineup. So Thompson will drive up. The floater will be blocked. He'll get the rebound in traffic. So Austin with a nice layup will go.
Shifty. Kojak trying to get that sneak behind steal.
The foul will be on Gabe Witznitzer. That'll be his second foul of the day. Very good for Christ School, keeping their bigs out of foul trouble, getting a lot of good defense. And that'll be a 30-second timeout. And the Blues will be sent to the line. And they will hit the first shot. Well, the Blues doing a solid job of hanging around Christ School for the first half, but appears this game has sort of gotten out of reach.
You find that a lot with these basketball games. Teams will come out strong at first and then just waver in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, Christ School has a great finishing ability. They are definitely a second half team. Did a great job of coming alive. As Thompson with some great ball saving there.
Finds open man in the corner, Brad Halverson.
And rebounded by the Splitzer. Hey! With a powerful dunk.
Hey! You rarely see that out of the game.
Absolutely. He's more of a back-to-the-basket post-up player, but it's great to see some athleticism out of him. Can we just talk about that pass by Thompson real quick?
Yeah,
I managed to find Halverson all the way across the court.
You'd love to see that from your point guard.
Oh, absolutely. A great tip there by Halverson.
Interesting turn of events right there.
More great hustle plays from Christ School.
Another open look in the corner.
Austin will not get the but Witsenser will get the rebound, and he'll be sent to the line for two more.
Kojak Thompson finding the two open players in the same corner, back-to-back drives.
Absolutely. It just goes to show Kojak Thompson has eyes in the back of his head, elite court vision, elite quickness. He's definitely going to make an incredible college player. And Witsenser hits the first shot. And checking into the game is number 13, Luke Stone, a highly touted prospect. It's going to be great to see what he can do out there.
Last game he got in, got a quick bucket. See what he can do now. Great putback right there.
Yeah, good putback there for Asheville School. As the Blues, I have to assume that now their game plan is going to be take as much time off the clock as possible, try and preserve the win. As the shot by Luke Stone will be no good. Not often of him to miss that shot. It's three for Asheville School will be no good. A rebound by Witsenser, who push in transition to Austin. The Greenies reset their offense. And Stone couldn't haul in the pass. So checking into the game is number 30, Adam Keever. Another player who's been in the Christ School system for a long time. It's good to see him get some playing time. And the Blues will drive into the paint for the floater. Will be no good. Rebound by Thompson.
Christ School is trying to slow it down, as you predicted, George.
And Halverson in the corner open for three. Will hit it.
Turns the heat right back on as soon as I said that.
The Halverson's another Christ School basketball family dynasty, as his brother Matt played on the team for 3 years and now is playing at Western Carolina. And Brad is definitely
pretty good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Matt's doing pretty good.
Always been known for their three-point shooting and ability in the classroom, too. And checking into the game is Drew Redmond. And the Blues make the first shot. And they'll go 2 for 2 from the line. Now, Wesley, I got to get your opinion on this one. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls are playing tonight. And the Lakers are without LeBron. Who's getting the game?
I just think the Lakers, I think they're just a better team offensively and defensively than the Bulls. Bulls offense is not that strong this year. It hasn't been, that's a hustle play.
Great play by Drew Redmond, streaking across the court to save the ball. And we know good, but the crowd definitely appreciates that one.
You love to see that out of your players as a coach. Sure, Coach D loves to see that out of young point guard Drew.
And the layup will be good for Asheville School.
Nice
Greenies really want to slow this one down and preserve the win. And the
foul called on.
And the shot will be no good for Keever, but he'll be sent to the line for 2.
The crowd, the student section loves Adam Keever being at the line.
And checking into the game soon will be number 10, Cameron Von Strawley. And Adam Keever will get his first points of the game, much to the delight of the student section, as Cameron Von Strawley will check in for Brad Halverson. Very similar players both, absolutely lights out from 3-point.
Gets both of them to fall.
And a deep 3 for Asheville School will be no good.
Offensive rebound.
And a nice hop step jumper there. Will be good for the Blues.
Greenies leading by 18 with about minute 55 left in the game.
Witznitzer will try it from 3. Will not go. And Adam Keever with some nice defense.
Yes.
And the reach-in foul by Redmond. And it appears that now Asheville School will check in some new players to the game, which is, near the end of the game, you want to see some of the young guys get some more playing time.
Yeah.
This is a good time for that.
I think Asheville School has conceded this game, putting in their second string.
And although the game might already be decided, it's really great to see, some guys who may not get a lot of playing time usually get some real game minutes in here.
Really the future of the teams here.
Absolutely. Especially with Luke Stone and Adam Keever.
Yeah.
And Witznitzer with a huge dunk through 3 Asheville School defenders.
The student section is going crazy for that dunk. And I cannot blame him one bit. That was just a great sequence of events on that last offensive possession by the Greenies.
And the Greenies will dribble the clock, dribble the ball up the court, and look to try and preserve this win.
I think they will, George. I don't know about you.
Well, you never know. As Luke Stone will get the post hook, it will not fall. It will not fall. And a nice layup there for Titus Morrison. But that'll likely be the end of this one. All right, well, final score here from our North Carolina in the Christ School Green Dome will be 71-55. Greenies win. Now, Wesley, what were your biggest takeaways from this game?
Asheville School came out surprisingly strong in the first half, then kind of wavered after halftime. Interesting what went on during halftime and how they tried to come out. Greenies came out with a little spark. The dunk by Justice Ajiburo really started a little streak right there, and that really led to the Greenies winning the game tonight.
Absolutely, the Greenies doing a great job, especially on the defensive end, getting some nice boards. Kojak Thompson, again, doing his usual thing, showing off his passing magic and justice, showing his dominance on both ends of the floor. It's a great win for Christ School. Well, that'll do it here from us at CSBN. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.